It is day 2 of Design and Construction Week, what sounds like heaven on earth to me. This event is dedicated to what's new and awesome in kitchens and baths. And it's not just about understanding or following trends, but being inspired to feel and live our best at home. Here to frame that up, style and sustainable living expert Danny Co in Orlando today. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning. It's bright and early, but I've had a good day yesterday hunting and looking and searching for the latest and greatest things to share with you. I'm so excited.
Naturally, you have, Danny. We trust. So as trends go, what is popping at this year's show? What have you seen so far?
You know, I love this idea of customization for your kitchen to work for you instead of you working harder in your kitchen. And so we went to the Bosch home appliance booth and they launched something that I think is fantastic. It's for their automatic dishwashers. We all love a Bosch dishwasher. It's so quiet. And instead of a bottom rack and a middle rack, they've always had a top rack, which maximizes the space on the inside, but they launched something called the My Way rack, which really acts like a third high-capacity rack where you pull it out and actually can fit more than just utensils. It can fit like bowls and extra cups in there. But what I love as an environmentalist is that when you use an automatic dishwasher, it's actually much more water and energy efficient to use it than washing dishes by hand. So this is a great way of really turning a usual workhorse into more of a powerful workhorse. So I'm so excited for this.
So that's one thing, right? That's just smart. But then creating a space that feels like home. Do you have any tips for that? Because, you know, we find a house, we love it, we move in, and then it's like, how do we make it ours?
You know, a lot of us, we have a prefab home, or you buy a home and it's someone else's, you know, design in the kitchen especially, and you're like, it doesn't really reflect who you are. Well, I kind of think of the way that we dress ourselves every day. We like to mix and match and sort of make a personal statement. Well, I call it material mixology. So you don't just have to use like a regular countertop and just stay with that. You can marry materials and put them in interesting ways. The Wilson Art Corporation, they're based in Temple, Texas. And they are the makers of beautiful surfaces that are metallic or wood grain laminates or quartz or solid surfaces. And instead of just picking one or the other, you can also just mix them all together. So I call like the metallics made out of real metal as like jewelry for the kitchen, and quartz can be non-porous and you can just clean it right up. But even laminates come a long way from being like your grandmother's laminate. It's now very upscale. And you don't get that brown line anymore. So if you're on a budget and you want to be green, that's just for me a fantastic option for your home.
And I love the waterfall edge. That is what I've said to my husband. If it's in the budget in 2017 and we can get new countertops in the kitchen, I would love to have that. I love the drama of it. But what you're saying here, Danny, is that it's about like style and sustainability, where in the past it felt like you had to pick and choose, but now a lot of these companies get it. They know we want it all and they're delivering.
Yeah, less is more. You know, I think it's one of those things where I think it's not about having this big McMansion home. It's not about having as much stuff as possible. You want everything to have meaning and purpose. So I'm a big fan of decluttering in the kitchen. And one of the things that I do in my own kitchens, I love open cabinetry. And so everything in an open cabinetry forces you to really focus on the things that you use every day that you really want. You know, when you go to the store and you're looking for pots and pans, for example, often you'll see like a deal, you know, when you get like 50 pieces for a certain price. But you got to look at that and go, what would I actually use? What's the cost to you of storing, you know, 38 pieces that you never would touch in your entire lifetime? So buying open stock cookware, buying the knives you actually use, you know, using the good plates that you have. Don't save them. Use them. Every day is a beautiful day, so
Danny,
use the good stuff every day.
You have touched my heart. I feel the same way. Life is special, right? Let's live that way. Let's treat it that way.
Exactly.
Let's live in our homes that way. Danny, thank you for joining us today. I wish we could chat a lot longer, but it's been fun at least to have a few minutes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, tomorrow...